Edward and Lucy Steele?
Yes?
Has this been known to you?
Lucy told me when she first came to Barton Park.
Since then? You mean to say all the while you've attended to me and my misery, this has been on your heart? How could you bear it?
I bore it because I had to. Lucy told me in confidence.
Oh, Elinor.
Edward was young and undoubtedly attracted to her beauty and outer good nature. The attraction became a promise, and he has upheld it.
Then it is a promise he must break. He cannot care for that artful, selfish, illiterate creature.
Would you have him be another Willoughby?
I would not have him marry where he does not love.
Edward will keep his promise. He will marry Lucy, and though he may now harbor some regret, in the end he will be happy he did right and kept his word. And when they are together, his goodness cannot help but bring out what is good in her. Dear, dear Marianne, in spite of all that is bewitching in the idea of one's happiness depending entirely on a single person, it is not always possible.
What is not possible is that Edward will ever love her as he loved you. And if you can speak of it with such little emotion, perhaps you cannot feel the same.
For 4 months, Marianne, I have had this secret hanging on my mind without being at liberty to speak of it to a single creature. A secret told me, no, forced on me by the very person who was to ruin all my hopes. Again and again, Lucy Steele exulted in triumph and anticipated joy, as I buried my sorrows in knowing myself divided from Edward forever, and never to hear a word of him that could divide me from my love, never once desiring him the less. Such was my longing for Edward. I have had to contend with the unkindness of his sister, the insolence of his mother, the persecution of Lucy's friendship, and all the while I have taken your sorrow to heart as if it were my own. If you have ever doubted that I feel, you can see now that I do. Believe me, Marianne, had I not been bound to silence, nothing could have kept me from showing that I was very unhappy.
Oh, Elinor, you've made me hate myself forever. You have borne with me through all of my misery, and in return I've been barbarous to you. How can you ever forgive me?